Welcome everybody to a look at the first film in the Pryor and Wilder box set from Indicator, which is right behind me, and it is 1980s Stir Crazy. So this is directed by Sidney Poitier, who I've only seen one other film from in his directorial career. I've seen more, or have seen more from him as an actor, but it was Buck and the Preacher, which is a really rather good western. And yeah, this is a comedy film clocking in at 111 minutes long. I'm only going to go through the filmographies of our two leads because obviously they are in the other two films that we'll be looking at in the future. But Gene Wilder was in Silver Streak alongside Richard Pryor from 4 years prior. He was also in the likes of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Young Frankenstein, Blazing Saddles, The Producers, The Frisco Kid, and in a small role in Bonnie and Clyde. And Richard Pryor was also in Hit, which was, I think, a Sidney J. Fury film. I think it was part of an imprint box set, um, as well as Blue Collar. So yeah, New Yorkers Skip Donahue and Harry Monroe have no jobs and no prospects, so they decide to flee the city and find work elsewhere, landing jobs wearing woodpecker costumes to promote the opening of a bank. When their feathery costumes are stolen and used in a bank robbery, they no longer have to worry about employment, they're sent to prison. So, given how successful Silver Street was, it surprises me that it did take 4 years for Pryor and Wilder to reunite. Um, just a quick review on that film Silver Street. I really rather enjoyed it. I found the fact that it was a really good mix between comedy and action to be really effective. It was far more action orientated than I ever expected it to be, with a fantastic train crash right at the end. Um, but Pryor and Wilder don't actually team up in that film until well into an hour of that film. So it does surprise me that they then subsequently decided to join up in a future film together right from the start. But it ultimately works as far as this film goes. So yeah, and this is pretty much as good as that first collaboration. The two leads are once again great together, and unlike with Silver Street, we don't have, like I said, have to wait an hour to get to enjoy their chemistry with one another, and the chemistry is instantly recognizable. The rest of the cast is good, it is well paced. Though the spectacle is less than their first effort, it's still entertaining thanks to there being plenty of laughs. It is engrossing throughout, and the production is decent. So yeah, in terms of the supporting cast, we also have Joe Beth Williams and Craig T. Nelson, who would join up later in the decade in two films in the first and second Poltergeist efforts. So it's really interesting that they were together in this as well. But yeah, the film overall is really rather solid. I give Silver Streak 4 out of 5, and this gets the same rating as well. So yeah, really really good release this one. This whole box set has been a decent looking one. So yeah, and that continues through with the film itself, as it has a high definition remaster. Looks excellent. No issues whatsoever with the picture or sound quality. It's got the original mono audio, and then we have an audio commentary with journalists and authors Max Every and Brian Reisman from 2024. Then we have Law and Order Funk from 2024, clocking in at 8 minutes long. Composer and musician Tom Scott recalls the circumstances surrounding the creation of the film's soundtrack. Then we have The Defiant One from 2024, clocking in at 16 minutes long. Author and scholar Michael Boyce Gillespie explores Sidney Poitier's directorial career and his professional working relationship with Richard Pryor. Um, Sidney Poitier would also collaborate with Gene Wilder once more in a film called Hanky Panky, which came out 2 years after this. Then we have the original theatrical trailer, Image Gallery, new and improved English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, and this is a UK premiere on Blu-ray. So clearly, when it says that, it's had a release elsewhere in the world, but I've not come across those. Yeah, but I am glad it's finally had a UK release, and as it is well worth watching. So yeah, overall a really rather solid film. Like I said, plenty of laughs. The two leads are excellent, and overall an engrossing effort. So yeah, highly recommend seeing it if you haven't already. But if you have seen it before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.